Good afternoon, all the delegates of Centillia Scientific Event Harmony 2021. I welcome all the delegates from the college, outside the college, from all over Maharashtra as well as out of Maharashtra. I am Dr. Suryakant Pawar, Associate Professor, Department of Orthodontics. So today I'll be presenting demonstration on invisible aligners, which is a rapidly growing trend in orthodontics. I'm well aware that most of the viewers are undergraduate students or interns. So keeping that in mind, I have made a small presentation, PPT, PowerPoint presentation that I'll be presenting first. I'll give you an idea what invisible aligners are all about, and then after showing some of the cases, I would give actual demonstration for delivery of the aligners, all the necessary procedures and steps that are involved into the invisible aligners. So let me share my screen. So as I mentioned, invisible aligners is a rapidly growing trend in orthodontics. All of you must be aware that nowadays lot of marketing is happening. Many of the dentists, specialists, they are involved into giving invisible aligner treatment to orthodontic patients. So just to give the introduction about the history of orthodontics, orthodontics is the oldest specialty, or you can say first specialty of the dentistry. It has been evolved for more than 150 years, long journey in dental specialty. Orthodontic specialty is always technology friendly, but of course it is clinically research oriented branch. Evidence based clinical excellence are important criteria on which day by day the orthodontic specialty has been developing. But nowadays, as per patients' demands, as per patients' need, more of aesthetic, more comfortable, and faster result oriented treatments are the need of the hour. So, why there is a need for these advanced treatment methodologies or treatment technologies like invisible orthodontics? Because there are certain limitations in conventional orthodontics. The conventional orthodontic treatment is longer, it is a little cumbersome or invasive procedure. The invasive methods are painful, and the age specific treatment options are limited. Operator skills, artistic skills are dependent for successful orthodontic treatment. Oral hygiene um, is usually compromised along with fixed orthodontic treatment. The effectiveness and efficiency are also depending on multiple factors, as I mentioned. Treatment prediction is also limited because of this um, person related treatment methodologies, and most of the materials that are used during conventional orthodontic treatments is anesthetic, metallic, and visible kind of uh, treatment materials. So to overcome all these limitations, there was a need for something which is not visible during the treatment, and we have now an option of invisible aligners. So invisible aligners, while the treatment is going on, because of it is transparent material, made up of transparent material, the patient would be happy because the dental treatment, orthodontic treatment is not visible to the people in front of you. In this kind of treatment, a series of clear removable aligners are used to straighten the teeth. How that happens, I'm going to explain you. So obviously, there would not be any metal or metallic braces or wires into this kind of treatment. So short history of invisible aligners. Initially, in a few years back, Essex retainers or transparent retainers was a common part of orthodontic treatment, of course, after orthodontic treatment for retention purpose, and that Essex transparent material was used for retention purpose. So, two of the business students, Kelsey Wirth and Gia Chesty, one of those students that underwent orthodontic treatment, and after ortho treatment, there was invisible Essex retainer was given to one of these graduates, and that student was using that Essex retainer, but he was not very regular in wearing this retainer. And then he noticed that whenever he was not wearing the retainer, some amount of relapse or tooth movement was happening. And when he was again wearing the Essex retainer, again the teeth were getting aligned. So by that experience, please try to understand, by that experience, this graduate student understood that we can use such kind of plastic material which will be helpful for effective tooth movement, and they formed this Align company. And this technique, Invisalign company was formed. Invisalign brand was created in 1997, and later on multiple such brands are available, including more than 40 to 50 invisible aligner companies nowadays. They are providing the services to the patients in India also. So clear aligners, these are alternative treatment options for traditional braces. They're designed to help to guide the teeth into proper position. They're similar to braces, but the clear aligners differ as they gradually put the force for the effective tooth movement without any metallic wire or without any brackets. These invisible aligners are removable appliances. They're made up of strong plastic material, biocompatible material, and they're fabricated as per the need of individual patients, and they fit for each person's dentition in a different way. These are series of aligners which are made, and each aligner move the teeth a little bit more into the desired place until the proper treatment is executed or until the desired movement is completed. So this is a small video. You can see the dentition with crowding in upper and lower arches. So these are the series of the aligners. You can say number 1 aligner, number 2 aligner, number 3 aligner. So patient will be wearing number 1 aligner for its effectiveness for a shorter duration of time. After the work is done, patient will replace it to the second aligner. After its work is done, then the patient will wear again the third aligner. So this is the way the series of aligners patient has to wear. It depends according to the severity of the malocclusion treatment planning. The number of aligners will vary. So now, in short, what is the procedure for preparation of the aligners? First, impressions are made using polyvinyl siloxane rubber-based impression materials. That was the routinely practiced procedure few years before, but nowadays most of the aligner companies are providing intraoral scanners, high definition scanners, so we can scan the dentition and we can send the digital image to the laboratory, the invisible aligner company laboratory, or the impressions and bite are sent along with the detailed treatment plan to the laboratory, and where advanced imaging technology transform plaster models into a highly accurate 3D digital image. So as I told you, either impression and then this 3D image, or after scanning of the dentition, directly 3D image would be available. Next, a computerized software, like in Invisalign brand, they are using CleanCheck software. Depositing the movement of the teeth from the beginning to the final position is created. As per orthodontist or clinician's orthodontic treatment plan, a software based video or file is created. This file is sent to the operator, to the clinician, and clinician, according to his or her treatment plan, will check this CleanCheck file. If necessary, he will modify or he will do necessary adjustment into the depicted treatment plan. Then after finalization of the treatment plan from the approved file, laser scanning would be utilized to build a set of Invisalign, which will create actual models of the number of aligners. For example, in one particular patient, say 10 aligners are desired. So 3D images of these three models would be created by the file, and on this three actual models would be created by using CAD/CAM technology. And on these 10 digital models, customized set of aligners are made. And once these aligners are made, well finished and polished, then they will be sent to the doctor, and the doctor will deliver it to the patient. So in this whole process, it takes around 1 to 2 weeks from record collection to delivery of the aligners. It will take around 1 to 2 weeks. So I'm sure that you will be little confused by looking all these pictures. To make it more simpler, I'll show you the exact procedure wise, step wise chart. So first, diagnosis and treatment planning of the patient has to be done, for which we'll take the records in the form of intraoral and extraoral photographs, as well as x-rays, study models. According to the need of the patient, proper oral prophylaxis and restorative work would be done. The pre-treatment records would be evaluated, and then diagnosis and treatment planning will be done. Now the next step is, as I mentioned, either to take the rubber base impressions or intraoral scanning. If intraoral scanning, directly 3D model digital image would be ready for the laboratory, or the rubber base impressions would be sent to the laboratory. Laboratory will scan the impressions, and then the 3D image of the dentition would be available. Along with this rubber base impression or along with this scanning, the operator or clinician will send a detailed treatment plan to the laboratory according to the need for the patient. So treatment planning and then communication via internet. After maybe multiple times treatment communication, then there will be finalization of the treatment. For example, according to the need of the case, space problem, tooth movement, extraction or non-extraction of some of the teeth, activation, staging, duration, refinements, and use of accessories for the aligners, and then accordingly the number of aligners required for that particular patient. Once this finalization of the treatment plan is done, then operator or clinician will give the order for manufacture of the aligners. The laboratory will manufacture the aligners, and then they will send it back to the doctor, and the doctor clinician will deliver the aligners. Multiple times for effective treatment of the aligners, attachments are necessary. So attachments are tiny, small indentations onto the teeth, which preferably are done with transparent composites. I'm going to show you into my live demonstration about the attachment placements. So for this attachment placements, a tray is provided by the laboratory. According to the need of the patient, there might be proximal stripping required, or maybe some extractions would be required. After doing this, then aligners has to be delivered to the patient. So into this video, you can see the exact procedure. Initial diagnosis, treatment planning, and consultation. In this video, now you can see intraoral scanning is going on. After the intraoral scanning, three-dimensional digital image is available, and then doctor can plan the treatment. Then it is sent to the laboratory by using 3D printing technology. Models will be created. Onto these models, thermoforming material is used to manufacture the aligner. Every step, aligner is made, individual aligner, proper finishing and detailing of the aligner. So the laboratory will prepare number of aligners, and then these aligners will be packed according to different stages, and then it will be sent to the doctor, and doctor will deliver it to the patient, and patient can start doing the aligner. Forget about the company. So once this process is done, then actual treatment will start. So what are the advantages of the what are the factors that are important while giving aligner treatment? Usually patient gets first aligner depending on different laboratory work schedule, 1 week to 5 6 weeks. Now the treatment now this duration has been reduced. Treatment on an average usually requires 20 to 60 aligners depending on the complexity of the problem. Usually one aligner to be worn for almost 2 weeks, but nowadays by research and with evidence this aligner duration has been reduced for almost 1 week to 4 days to 3 days also. Aligner should be taken off only while eating something or while drinking and while brushing. Rest of the time, almost 20 to 22 hours, patient should be wearing the aligner. Waters or transparent drinks are allowed with the aligners, but rest of the foods patient has to remove the aligner. As I told you, 20 or 22 hours for maximum effectiveness. And initially it was 3 weeks, later on it was 2 weeks for aligner to change to the next aligner, but nowadays even 6 days, 4 days or 3 days is also advice treatment duration for every aligner depending on different companies, depending on the activation schedule and depending on the thickness of the aligner. So typically aligner treatment can be as short as 3 weeks or it can be lengthy more than 6 months, but most of the cases, non-extraction cases can be finished by in a period of 1 to 1.5 years, and extraction cases can take longer than 1.5 years. So each aligner is designed to move the teeth a maximum of about maximum of about 0.25 to 0.3 millimeter over a period of 2 weeks or 1 week. Nowadays, even for adults as well as adolescents and even for teens, the aligner treatment is recommended depending on the different types of malocclusions. Excellent compliance is mandatory because the appliance is a removable appliance and patient has to wear the appliance for more than 20 hours. So I'd like to show you some of the cases. I'd be going little fast because we have to come to the live demonstration also. So this is 38-year-old female patient. The chief complaint was patient was not happy and she wanted to improve the alignment of the teeth. These are the intraoral pictures. These are the extraoral pictures, and the intraoral pictures shows that there is crowding in both upper and lower anteriors. With conventional braces treatment, maybe this treatment could have been done best with the extractions, but patient was not very keen for the extraction treatment, and patient was very keen for invisible kind of treatment. So we planned for invisible aligner treatment. Somehow I convinced the patient for one lower incisor extraction because the amount of crowding in lower arch was severe and space management without extraction was not possible. So upper arch expansion and some proximal stripping and lower arch extraction of one incisor was planned. So this is the mid-stage treatment of the aligners. You can see some of the attachments onto the teeth. These are called attachments or guides by means of which the actual pressure would be applied onto the teeth. So aligners work by means of selective pressure application or push type of pressure. So these attachments will help for proper placement of the force onto the teeth. This is another case, 23-year-old male patient. The problem was almost similar, crowding in both upper and lower arches. The actual treatment plan was extraction in both upper and lower arches, but patient was not ready for the extraction, as well as patient wanted invisible kind of treatment. So we planned for extraction of only one lower incisor, that is 3-2, expansion and proximal stripping in the upper arch, and incisor extraction in the lower arch with the aligner treatment. So these are the present pictures of the patient. You can see the attachments. Ideally, I should have been used the transparent kind of composite, but in these pictures you can see little whitish kind of aligner attachments, and that is not recommended. We should be using transparent composite so that it will be completely invisible. So with the aligners, there are multiple advantages. Not like traditional braces, the aligner can be uh, with the aligner treatment, we can remove the aligner, patient can brush the teeth properly, patient can use floss, or while eating, there would not be any food restrictions. As the aligners are clear and aesthetic, they're comfortable because there are no metal brackets or no metallic wires, no irritation, no ulcers, or patient is in a very comfortable position when wearing the aligners. Better oral hygiene can be practiced because fixed appliances, oral hygiene maintenance is a little bit tricky. Teeth can be bleached also along with the appliance. Scaling polishing is also possible. Proper maintenance of oral hygiene is not a problem. It prevents any tooth wear because of the grinding. Aligners can act as also if some kind of bruxism habits are there, that will act as a shock absorber and prevent any tooth wear. Appointments are shorter, less chair side time is required, so decrease doctor and auxiliary time with the aligner treatment. Also, there are lesser allergic responses as compared to nickel allergy, which is common with metallic or wire treatment. Retention is facilitated, and aligners are best for retreatment purpose. Decrease occlusal abrasion from parafunctional habits because aligners act as a cover onto the dentition. This articulation of the teeth, it is advantageous for patients with TMJ problems. Technically, it is much easier than lingual or orthodontic appliances, and ability to present case to patient with prediction results. That means initially we can predict the results and we can show to the patient using the technology, digital technology, so that patient can be convinced for the effectiveness of the treatment. But there are certain limitations to the aligner treatment because nowadays till date, even though there is good evidence or there is a controversy of evidence, mild to moderate kind of malocclusions are usually recommended for aligner treatment. Patients with severe malocclusions cannot be treated. Children, mixed dentition, growing jaws, and erupting teeth, which are considered to be complicated for the computer to model, and so to plan the treatment and to execute the treatment would be little difficult, and there is no precise control over root movements. Uprighting of the roots or torque into the roots would be little difficult to achieve along with the aligners treatment. Uh, Patient compliance is very critical. If patient is not cooperating, then there is no treatment effectiveness possible. So total reliance on patient's motivation, but usually that does not be a problem in adult patients because adult patients are mostly motivated patients. Aligners treatment, there is no possibility to incorporate basal orthopedic changes, which is quite possible with fixed appliances along with the orthopedic appliances because it is given to the patient, so there is no operator control. Surface anatomy of the teeth cannot undergo change during treatment as it will affect the fit of the aligners, and major restorative work should be performed for the commencement of the treatment. That is also limitation, and inability to integrate hard and soft tissues of the head into computer treatment. So no direct indication whether the teeth are in relation to the boson bone or the lips or soft tissues of the head. These are some of the mechanical limitations for the aligner treatment. So in short, the summary I would like to tell you is that not all malocclusions are possible to treat with the aligners, but definitely mild to moderate malocclusions we can treat. Treatment of many malocclusions with proper teeth, torque, arch form, and aesthetic crown inclination is possible with the aligners. The future is bright, but there is lot many research and evidence needs to be available for the effectiveness of aligners treatment, especially in terms of root movements. But whatever would be the stage, scientific and evidence related stage, the use of aligners is accepted worldwide and it is a rapidly growing trend in orthodontics. So to conclude, with the PPT, I would like to say that orthodontics is a constantly evolving science, and this evolution has definitely benefited for the patient as well as for the clinicians. Many more changes are going to come into the future, and we should be aware about these new advances, technological advances, about its advantages and disadvantages, definitely based on evidence. One should not just go by the loads of advertisements or marketing about the materials or methods or appliances, but clinical research oriented approach should be followed for treatment execution. This will be helpful for the clinician in selecting the desired treatment strategy according to the need of the patient, for the speeding of the treatment and comfort, and hence benefit to the patient. So aligners would be there in future, and we should be ready to take the advantages of these aligners. So thank you again for organizers. So now I would like to continue with the live demonstration. In this live demonstration, I'll be showing you the aligner delivery packet, and using this packet or envelope, I'll be showing you how to place the attachments and then how to deliver the aligners, and then it will be a session for question answers. Thank you. Thank you one and all. So now continuing with the actual demonstration for aligner placement or aligner delivery. Before delivering the aligners, I would like to tell you that certain steps we need to do. First, proper scaling and polishing of the dentition of the patient. After scaling and polishing, the patient should be seated onto the chair with necessary isolation materials and equipments, and the aligner package, the company will be providing with the aligner package. There are different packages available. In this case, today I am going to use a Flash company delivered aligner package. You can see the box here provided by the company. Into this box there are 10 packages of the aligners, upper and lower, and one package of attachment tray. It is also providing some charts. In this chart, there are two charts actually. In one chart, it's a IPR scale, that is interproximal reduction, how much reduction to be done. By using this chart, we can do the needful in patient's mouth, one thing. Second thing, this is the attachment guide chart. According to the display, we can put the attachments onto the tray. So as I mentioned you, into the package along with the aligners, there is one package of attachment trays. I am holding the attachment tray in my hand, upper as well as lower attachment trays. I usually prefer to give the attachment, put the attachments into sections, say upper tray into 3 sections: posterior right, posterior left, and anterior section, canine to canine, and second section posteriorly. So I will be cutting it into 3 pieces, upper tray as well as lower tray into 3 pieces. Into the attachment tray there would be indentations, and into these indentations we have to fill the composite, and then we have to put the tray onto the teeth and cure the attachment composite. So I will be showing it, but before that again I am cutting the another tray of the opposite arch. Once this is done, then I will be starting the procedure, because patient is already sitting beside me onto the dental chair and already scaling polishing is done. I am taking necessary isolation precautions. I will show you the sections of the attachment trays also, so you can see the indentations. I will be little peculiar to keep the upper jaw and lower jaw attachment tray different sections separately. So one jaw I will be putting back into the package. Once I will finish with one jaw, then I will take this package for opposite jaw. So you can see, you can have a look onto this attachment tray. I hope that the video will clearly show you the attachment indentations onto the attachment tray. The material for the attachment tray is little soft, or you can say thin as compared to the aligners. so that we can do the easy detachment of the attachment trays later on. So, after taking necessary isolation precautions, I will be using the HN. You can use gel form or liquid form of the HN, preferably contrasting color, so that proper cleaning of the HN would be visible with naked eyes. The areas where we are going to put the attachment should be H, and then using 3-way syringe, water to clean the etchant, and then proper drying of the tooth surface. Good quality suction will help you to clear all the water and saliva in patient's mouth. Once water is cleaned, then use your 3-way syringe air application for drying of the tooth surfaces, and after drying of the teeth surfaces we can have white frosty dry tooth surfaces ready for application of enamel primer or bonding agent. After drying is done, I am applying with micro tip the enamel bonding agent, and this bonding agent also needs to be cured with at least 5 to 10 seconds of light cure unit. All necessary precautions to be taken. Patient should not see at the light directly. The operator and the assistant should not be looking at the blue colored light directly. It can have hazardous effects onto the eyes if you continuously see the light. So, now you can see the indentations, and into these indentations I am putting transparent flow composite. The composite I am preparing is flow composite, so that into the indentations the required amount of composite can be easily placed, and the attachments onto the patient's teeth will be invisible whenever patient is wearing or without wearing the aligners. This tray, anterior tray, I will be carrying into the patient's mouth. We have to be very gentle in placement of the tray, so that any spread of the composite should not happen. It should be checked for proper fitting, and once it is properly fitting onto the teeth, any sharp instruments like a tweezer I can use to hold the tray into the respective area, respective tooth properly, snugly, so that attachment would be firmly placed onto the tooth. This process of individual tooth tweezer placement and then light curing I will be repeating for every tooth where attachment is necessary. The tweezer placement should be such that there should not be any spread of the composite material, and the attachment tray will be firmly, snugly fitted along the teeth. Around 10 to 15 seconds of light cure application is sufficient. Above the tray, you can see that I am utilizing the visible light cure unit above the attachment tray, which is transparent, because once I will be removing the attachment tray, again I will be using the visible cure light onto the tray for proper curing of the attachments or the guides. So, same process I am going to repeat for upper posteriors, right side, left side, as well as I will be repeating this process for lower anteriors and lower posteriors. Once this is done, then we have to check for aligners, attachments or guides onto the teeth, and then very slowly, gently, initially from labial side and then later on very easily from the palatal side or lingual side, we have to detach the tray. So once the tray is detached, we have to see whether the attachments are firmly placed or not. You can see on canine the attachment has not gone correctly. So I will be repeating the procedure only for this canine attachment. I will be removing it from the tray, and again I will be putting the composite into the indentation of the canine, and I will be putting the attachment or the guide onto the patient's left sided canine. So we have to do all this process so that all the necessary or indicated teeth where we have planned for the attachments or the guides, the procedure has to be completed with attachment. In some of the teeth there will be only one attachment, in some of the teeth there would be two attachments. Once the attachments are done, then now the patient is ready to receive the aligner. So I am putting upper aligner over here. You can see the aligner also will have indentation so that it will snugly fit along the dentition as well as along the attachments. As I told you, mentioned you earlier, the attachments are for selective pressure application. They act as a selective application of the pressure. Lower aligner delivery, I will be putting the aligner onto the dentition, then pushing it properly from back side, posterior side, and once it is fitted well, then I will be pushing it from anterior side. Even though we see that the aligner is well fitting, still at micro level there could be a problem that the aligner is not snugly fitting, which can affect the treatment results of the aligner. So using cotton gauze or cotton rolls or some chewies provided by different aligner companies, we can use these chewies and we can ask the patient to bite lightly, and the aligner would be very well fitted along the dentition even at micro level, and the desired effects of the aligners for the tooth movement can be expected.